Japanese language is very unique. Also, their art, they have a way of incorporating different culture and making it even better, perfecting it. This cup is not actually broken. I just want to demonstrate something. This is a cup that I custom made for my baby girl. Yeah, the girl on my left is actually, her name is Anabelle, and she's currently 3 years and 1 month old, and my baby boy is 1 year and 7 months old. And so what they do is if they accidentally broke a cup or a bowl, they would glue it together with fine, pure gold. You'll see how beautiful their work of art is, because they actually perfect the art by pasting every bits and pieces of broken pieces with fine gold, which is extremely beautiful. This artwork they call Kintsugi.
Kintsugi, glue me back together, glue me back together, glue me back together, glue me. Kintsugi, I'm broken but I'm ready to feel better. Glue me back together, glue me. Kintsugi, all my scars are golden. Glue me back together, glue me back together. All my scars are golden. Glue me back together, glue me. Kintsugi, my life.
Hi everyone, this is Lisa. So today I would like to share with you the ancient Japanese art called Kintsugi. Let me show you how it works. So everyone's probably heard of the ancient Japanese art. What they really do is they piece together like broken pieces of art and they paste them together. And the Japanese actually believe that when something is broken, is more beautiful when you pieced it together. And they actually embraces the beauty, and they actually feel like it enhances the beauty with a broken product. So what I really love about Japanese culture, if you notice their language, it's a little bit mix of Japanese, English, and Chinese, and their characters, some of them are written in Chinese, and they're very versatile in this way. So they combine aspects of their culture, whether it's European, American, Japanese, or Chinese. Like since some of their characters are written in Chinese, their language has a little bit of English, Italian, and Spanish. The Japanese language is very unique. Also, their art, they have a way of incorporating different culture and making it even better, perfecting it.
Kintsugi. It means golden joinery. It's the practice of mending broken objects, mainly pottery, with lacquered gold. The origin of Kintsugi allegedly comes from a Japanese shogun, Ashikaga Yoshimasa, who wished to repair a broken Chinese tea bowl in a way that would be aesthetically pleasing. Kintsugi encapsulates two Japanese philosophies. The first is wabi-sabi, which embraces imperfection and impermanence. The breaking and then repairing of an object is simply an event in its life that adds to both its character and beauty. As Richard Powell says, nothing lasts, nothing is finished, and nothing is perfect. There is also mushin, which explores non-attachment and acceptance of change. The changes we undergo throughout our lives, the breaks and knockbacks, are shown in our scars, blemishes, and wrinkled skin. Objects too are subject to the same changes, and through Kintsugi are repaired in gold to illuminate their breaking points, which, like wrinkled skin, adds wisdom and fortitude. Japan finds beauty in the weathered and the dutifully used, and values the appreciation of transience. Mono no awe, literally the pathos of things, is the Japanese term for this, combining transience and wistfulness for both objects and the state of life in general. This is seen most famously in Japan's fascination with cherry blossoms, so often seen in anime and Japanese films, as their leaves fall after only 1 week. Kintsugi is the marriage of both these ideas, the weathered and the transient. This is quite the opposite of Western ideals of beauty, which traditionally value symmetry and perfection. However, as with many aspects of Japanese culture, Kintsugi has seen a growth in popularity for Westerners who seek to recreate the aesthetic lacquerware themselves by breaking their own pottery and repairing with gold. though the deliberate breaking of objects seems to be missing the entire point of Kintsugi, skipping to the end of the journey in the name of aesthetic, rather than appreciating the philosophy behind it. Like Kumihimo or Gyotaku, the joy of the art forms are in their making, not in their end result.
This cup is not actually broken, but I just want to show you something. I just want to demonstrate something. This is a cup that I custom made for my baby girl. Yeah, the girl on my left is actually, her name is Anabelle, and she's currently 3 years and 1 month old, and my baby boy is 1 year and 7 months old. And so what they do is if they accidentally broke a cup or a bowl, they would glue it together with fine, pure gold. And you'd see, I will show you some pictures below, like later on, you'll see how beautiful their work of art is, because they actually perfect the art by pasting every bits and pieces of broken pieces with fine gold, which is extremely beautiful. This artwork they call Kintsugi, which is very unique. I'll tell you a lot more about it. They paste everything together, and everything is actually worth like a lot more when they do this kind of art. It's like a very fine Japanese art. So
a Japanese art form called Kintsugi. When a piece of pottery is broken, it's not thrown away, but it's carefully put back together again. Breakage and repair, they become part of the history of the object. Breakage and repair is part of the history of humanity. Ever since Adam and Eve sinned in the Garden of Eden, all of our suffering can be traced back to that one moment. In Kintsugi, the cracks of the pottery are mended with gold. The gold accentuates the cracks. It calls attention to both the brokenness and the restoration. The bowl, it's not going to look the same, but in the hands of a master artist, it will be more beautiful than ever before.
So this also teaches us in real life, like if we have a mistake or somebody makes a mistake, they have some kind of broken pieces in their lives, we don't want to magnify their mistakes and make it really big, but we want to be able to forgive other people's mistakes and move on. And also be able to not only forgive and forget, but also make it as something that makes them unique. Because everybody can learn from their mistakes. And the mistakes, if you know how to embrace it and beautify it and perfect it, your mistakes become something beautiful, like a really wonderful lesson that you've learned in life. So that is something that we can apply to our daily life as well. Okay, thanks for watching.